Yes, that's right, Steve. The Vice President's motorcade came through Milwaukee about an hour and a half ago. Vice President Kamala Harris sat down for an exclusive interview with our chief political reporter, Charles Benson. And Charles, you touched on a number of issues with the Vice President.
Yeah, the Vice President here talking to workers and community leaders at Sanmina about changing the internet landscape across Wisconsin. I also had a chance to ask her about a local family's plea to get their son out of North Korea. Vice President Harris, welcome to Wisconsin.
It is good to be back.
Vice President Harris talking up $1 billion broadband investment in Wisconsin that will bring up to 200 jobs at Sanmina in Pleasant Prairie, a maker of circuit boards.
What we are doing at this factory is an example of that, and the announcement we're making today is about an additional investment to make sure that communities that were overlooked or underserved get the kind of attention they're due.
Her visit comes as the Racine family of American soldier Travis King pressed for answers on his whereabouts in North Korea. King sprinted across the demilitarized zone after facing legal troubles while serving in South Korea last month, creating a diplomatic dilemma. The Vice President tells me in an exclusive interview the White House is trying to learn more about King's situation in North Korea. As you can imagine, his family's very concerned about him. Are you able to meet with them, reach out to them, talk about what the White House is doing about his situation in North Korea?
Well, first of all, it's just tragic, and I really, I know how his family is suffering, and we're doing everything we can to bring him home. The Department of Defense is working actively on this. Through our State Department, there's a lot of activity on this, and we're going to do everything we can to bring him home.
Harris's official visit to battleground Wisconsin comes as the Biden-Harris team prepares to sell Bidenomics, the president's economic policies ahead of the 2024 elections. So this is part of the new term we're hearing, right? Bidenomics.
Bidenomics.
Yes. I'm still trying to learn that term.
Well, let me tell you what Bidenomics means.
All right.
Bidenomics means that the president and I have intended from the beginning that we're going to build up and build back up America's economy, not through some trickle-down thing where if the wealthy get it, then maybe it'll trickle down to the rest of us, but instead investing in working people.
And by the way, that $1 billion investment for the internet will be spent over the next several years, has to be spent by 2029, and some of the money will go to help people afford, low-income people afford the internet. We're live in Pleasant Prairie. Charles Benson, TMJ4 News.
Charles, thank you very much. Now, the Republican National Committee released a statement today reading, quote, "Wisconsin voters are not buying what Kamala Harris is selling. They know that the Biden and Harris are to thank for the soaring prices, falling real wages, and higher taxes that are emptying their pocketbooks and crushing their savings." And as Charles mentioned, the